Hi YouTube, it's Emily from Esmeralda Studios. This is being recorded on a live stream, so be patient and I hope you enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to my Ustream. Today we will be doing recycled art, recycling cereal boxes to make into art. Some examples of this would be this. Please excuse the shoddy camera, I still haven't got my good one set up yet. And here's another one. And you can see it's just on Crackers box. And it's already pre-folded and scored, so it can be turned into a journal cover. And one more example. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so all you need to do this is something to do it on. This is a Magnum box, or a box of Magnums that I bought today. Magnums are Australian ice cream. I think they're Australian, but yeah. And you just pull it apart, there'll be a seam and you pull it apart and flatten it out. Now if you tear it or anything when you're pulling it apart, because sometimes they can be glued pretty well, just grab some washi tape or some masking tape or something just to reinforce anywhere that you've ripped it. So this is ripped this one. There it is. Alright. So the first thing we're going to be doing is a layer of collage, not only to get some elements going and to get, some substance to it, it's also going to help harden it and make it a bit stronger. I find that this kind of cardboard is quite strong, but also very light and durable from bending. So now I have my collage elements already pre-cut up or ripped up or punched into shapes in a little box here. Sorry for the glare. Little box here. It's just so that they're really easy to just grab and travel or throw in the bag. So yeah, it used to hold Q-tips. So there you go. Recycling. And I'm just going to be using some matte Mod Podge to adhere these. This is mixed up 50-50 with water, so I get a bit more out of my Mod Podge. Alright, so brush, Mod Podge, and some collage. You can use anything for collage. I've got some magazine pieces, scrapbooking paper, book paper, old mail, old envelopes, pretty much just junk you have laying around the house anyway. So I'm going to do that. Alright, I do have the chat enabled, so if you want to ask me any questions, just post it in the chat and I will get back to you. If for some reason I missed your question, you can also post a comment on my YouTube channel, Esmeralda Studios, or on my Facebook page, Esmeralda Studios. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Now nothing has to match, I'm just going to grab out some collage elements from my little box of goodies. Open up my Mod Podge and grab a box. If you don't know what Mod Podge is, you could use school glue or Elmer's glue. This is just an on spread. I'll just move that out of your way so you can see. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just throwing down some glue and then I'm going to start throwing down some collage elements. Now don't worry about staying with the creases or in the line. I'm just going to throw them down and try not to put my brush in my drink. The other thing you can use to put these down is just a credit card. Scrape the glue across. Make sure you get a nice layer of glue underneath the paper and then another one over the top to really soak through the paper and bind it and to seal it down. You'll definitely get a lot better collage that way. Also credit cards, library cards, any kind of those cards. are really great for pressing out any bubbles or any excess glue to get a really flat collage. Now, none of this is really going to be visible, so you don't really have to worry about what it says or which way it's going to go or having everything up the right way. Really just throw it down as quickly and as possible. I might start thinking about where I'm putting things a little bit further along in the collage, but right now we're just throwing it down. Now, you could cut off all these little tabs and bits like and bobs off the sides if you really wanted to. I think that's a bit of a waste, so I do it all as one big piece, and then afterwards I cut these all off, and then from that I can get tabs for my journal, inserts, more tabs. This can be a whole journal cover and a bookmark, or you can turn it into whatever you really want to. I've had people I've given these to turn them into scrapbooking pages, put them in their art journals, use them in anything and everything. The point of this video is really to get you looking at what you already have around your house and using it, because this is just as good as going out and buying all this artist quality boards and things. But if you're just going to play, this is really fun. And it's something, because it's something you don't really have to think about, you can throw a YouTube video on and watch YouTube while doing this and not really have to concentrate on it. Alright, I'm just making sure I press this down really well into the creases so they're still going to bend like that. Okay. And then I might turn the whole piece around so as not to get stuck where I am. Like I said, if there's any questions, just post it on the stream. Just click on next to the video, there's a thing that says stream. Click on that. And then I'll be able to answer any questions you might have. If you're following along, that's great. This video will also be up on YouTube tomorrow or later on tonight, depending where you are. So if you missed something or you need to catch up, that's where you'll find it. Hi Mickey, we're just grabbing some collage elements, whatever you've got laying around. I've got mine in a little, it was a Q-tip box, and now I've got them all pre-ripped up and chopped up and popped in here for easy storage and travel. So yeah, just whatever you've got. I've got some book pages, some scrapbooking paper, some magazine cutouts, the inside of some envelopes, whatever you've got. And we're not picky about where we're putting them, we're just throwing them down. I'm very glad I can answer your chat now that I fixed that problem, the issue we had last time. If you have any more questions, Mickey, just throw it in the chat bar and I'll catch you up. Don't forget the video will be up on YouTube tomorrow. You can also find videos that have been recorded on Ustream afterwards. So if you have to go because it's late where you are, that's fine. No stress. I'm just going to tip this out and see what I've got. You can also do paint chips if you wanted to. Happy Meal, bits and bobs. Some more text. this is just to add another layer and to strengthen up the board a bit. Now if you're on a free account, you will get ads popping up. You can mute them in the right hand corner, and I'll still be here when you get back. That'll work, Mickey. Jelly plate prints would go great on this. Just make sure they're ones that you're not necessarily your favorite, because you might not be seeing them later. Now I try to make sure I get some collage on all of the little tabs and bits and bobs, that each section, because they will be cut up later, is going to get some of every layer. Also with your collage, you can also use washi tapes, throw some washi tapes down. I usually do that last, just when the glue's dry, to make sure it really sticks down. And you can just burnish them out, so give them a good rub so that they stick and stay. But yeah, there's no worry about colours. I've got greens and blues and pinks and black or red going on. Don't be scared of the black. You can also do different shapes of collage pieces. So I've got lots of 1-inch squares here. This is just a small box for the sake of time. I don't really want to be here for like 2 hours while I do this. Just, you guys let me know when you're all caught up. You can also do different languages. Usually I have some Romanian words in here, but I think I've run out. One of my favorites. You can get your fingers in here and do it with your fingers or a credit card, like I said, like I am, but good brush. You can use some newspaper clippings. Let me know how the glare is. I'm just trying to grab a variety of different papers to give you guys an idea. Now, for the sake of time in this video, I will probably cut things a little short, half do steps, but you'll get the idea. I will be using my heat gun because otherwise we will be here for a while, and I know for some of you, where you guys are, it's quite late. Here in Australia, it's already 11:15 in the evening. Okay. I think I'm going to cut it short there. I'm just going to dry this, so if you want to keep going, Mickey, that's fine. And back up all my collage that I just dumped all over the table. Now, this tutorial was actually requested by Mickey, so thank you to her. There is a poll there. You guys can vote on what you want to see next from me. I think the options are more of this, general art play, so just, kind of free-for-all, you guys just come along, and puzzle pieces, doing up a jigsaw puzzle artwork. So yeah, you can vote on that, and then that'll give me an idea of what you guys want to see. So if you want something, you know where the vote button is. Okay, I think I've almost got it all. Cover the entire box. No, you don't have to cover the entire box. Just throw some stuff down until you're happy with it. I'd probably usually go a little bit more. Maybe some here, definitely some there. I've got a couple of pieces here that I liked, that I saw, that I pulled them out, so I might just throw those down really quickly. No, we're not covering the entire box though. It's just a layer. Nothing to stress about. See, really not caring where I throw things down, as you could probably tell. But yeah, there we go. That one's a bit cardstock, so it's a bit thicker, but that's okay. Oh, picked up some stuff floating around on the table. Are you all caught up? I hope this gives you an idea of how really random I do it. I'm so sorry it's so early there. We got all messed up with our time zones, but we will work it out. Okay. Alright, I'm done with the glue. I'm just going to quickly give this a quick heat set. It is going to be loud, so you've been warned. Okay, that's probably good enough. It's still a little damp. That's fine. Now, the next collage element I'm going to add is washi tape. So I have a couple of my favorite washi tapes here, or ones that I don't really mind covering up. A little bit of both. The first thing I usually do is go down and see if there's any collage elements that might need a little extra sticking. Like this is cardstock here, so I might give that a little bit of something extra, just to smooth it out a bit later. I don't worry about which way the washi tape's facing. I try and go in groups of 3. So that's 1, maybe some here. And just give it a good rub to burnish it. I've already got some here just where I repaired that rip. Okay. Caught up. Okay. There may not be a delay, it may just be that I haven't noticed it because I'm trying to work. And I don't get a notification when you say it, but at least I don't have to go scrolling through Facebook and refreshing to find it. So that's a good thing. I think this one and those 2 might be the last ones. See how it just adds to the whole collage, and there's no gluing! Always fun. I also keep in those little boxes, because I have 2 of them, a couple of washi tapes in my collage box, and then a couple of other washi tapes in my Perfect Pearls and Gesso box. This is my favorite washi tape. Fortunately, I don't know anywhere that makes it, so I'm trying to use it sparingly. Now I know this is looking very busy, but that's what you want. Busy is the goal. Okay. I think that might be it for now, so I'll just throw those out of the way, and I'll grab my gesso. I've just got it in a little travel container since I've got my travel stuff already out on the table. So yeah, I'm just got a palette knife, some gesso, and now we just put down all these wonderful collage elements, and now we're going to cover some of them up. Just make sure you really burnish down that washi tape. We're not covering the whole thing, we're just throwing it around. I'm covering up things I don't like and bits that just look a little too busy, or even bits that don't look busy enough, I don't think. So this really adds something. Because obviously the paints we're going to add later are going to react differently over the pre-primed surface where the gesso is than they will on the direct cardboard. If you don't have gesso, you could just use white paint. Alright, if you don't have a palette knife, you can just use a credit card. Scrape across, or an old library card, something like that. So I'm just going to set this with the heat gun again while you guys catch up. Tilt you up so I can see better for a minute, please. There you go, guys. That's pretty dry. If I'm going too fast for you, let me know. If not, I'm just going to keep going and you guys can catch up. I'm just going to trim this bit because it's annoying me. And this bit because it seems to have stuck. into the back with some extra glue. Just want to see how much you cover, because I may can't cover too much, and if you think you have covered too much or you really want something to show through, go with the baby wipe. Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna put this away. Alright, I'm just making sure this is dry because I'm about to do some scribbles on here and I really don't want to ruin a good pen. Alright, I'm just using a black gel pen. I was going to use a Faber-Castell pen, but I don't trust that this is dry enough. So I'm just going to go through and draw some scribbles, write some words or something I'm feeling on the page. Now I'm just writing it really loose and really messily. Hi Rose. So it's pretty much unlegible, but that's okay. It's kind of what I was going for. Okay. What you could also do is, and I've done this before, is journal something on there that you're then going to cover up. It's a great way to really put some feeling into your work, and it can be very private because nobody's going to see it. So I might write, there you go, something I don't really want on the internet. And now we're going to move on to stamping. Hi Rose, the video will be up on YouTube tomorrow if you want to catch up. Otherwise, all we've done is thrown down some collage material, thrown down some washi tape as collage material, thrown some gesso over it, covered some bits, and just some scribbling slash writing slash journaling. Now I've just got a script stamp that's really fun. Now I'm not going to see all of this, and I didn't worry about putting it on very well. So it's just another layer. I'm going all different directions. This is my favorite, so I'm really gonna stamp this one to death. Okay, clean off that stamp. Alright, now I'm going to do some more stamping. Just this one. I'm not going for perfect stamps. I'm just this one, which is for like underlining words and stuff. But I just want to add some curly bits. You may hear some noise in a second. I have a visitor. And my son is home. Alright. Okay. Can see. Yes, I can see the chat. I fixed it. Alright, I might do some daisies, because why not? There's some daisies. There's a spot up there that might need some daisies. And again, you can do this before the gesso layer, or you can do it after. I'm going to see how I like it after I'm done now, and if I want to, I might add a little bit more. good with that for now, I think. You can always stamp some more later. There's no rules to this. You don't have to do it in this order. You don't have to do anything I'm doing at all. There are a couple bits that I think are a little dark now or a little bit busy, so I'm just going to fix those up while you guys catch up, do some stamping. The reason that was so quick is because you're not meant to overthink it. See, I'm doing this and my stamp's not even dry yet. The ink isn't dry yet. Sometimes when I'm doing the collage layer, I do the scribbling as well, which can be fun. And guys, I'd love to see if you're following along, what you're planning on doing this, or you want to try it. That's awesome. That's what I'm here for. If you could post me links or comments or post it on my page so I can see, I'd love that. That'd be great. Alright, I'm just going to heat set this again so that it's not wet and doesn't ruin any of my other supplies. Now, because I know, Mickey, you want to see how busy this is and how much stamping I've done. Alright. See if it's dry. I'm still a little tacky. That's alright. Alright, so just so you can get your stuff out if you need to. I'm going to... Now you can do this with just normal paints. I think I'm going to use my sprays first. They're just acrylic mixed with some water in a little spray bottle. And they're fun. I'm just going to grab a couple. Now we're going to start adding colour. Now you can use this with paints, with the sprays, with inks. I wouldn't do anything water reactive though, just because. Gelatos, which I just got, which are fun. I'm not sure, not very good at using them yet, but that's okay. So yeah, if you guys are all ready to go. So I've got a lot of pink going on, but that's okay. Some red. I might go some purple. This is teal. You can do splatters, you can do solid color. Is Mickey chatting because I only see my chats? Mickey did say something a second ago. I don't know whether you saw that, but other than that she's not talking much because she's busy following along. That's clogged. This is Viridian. Alright, I'm going to quickly heat set this because there's a lot of water, it's very wet. Alright, so this takes forever to dry. You can also do dripping if you want to. I'm just going to grab a baby wipe and dry anywhere that's still not wet. Still not dry, there's one. See, mixed media is all about give and take. So I gave it lots of colour and now I'm taking stuff away. So here. see if Alright, I'm just going to give it one more quick go over because it should dry now. Alright, that should be good, probably. Okay, so next we're going to add more colour, and then we're going to do some doodling and stamping, and then we're going to go in with wax pencils. You can use Prisma colours. I'm using Polychromos. You could also go in with gelatos. I'm just going to go in with paints next. This is for a more solid colour. These are just cheap store brand acrylics. And anywhere I think it needs, there's a lot of green going on over here. Just using my fingers. I might throw down some gelato over here to show you can use that. Just right here. And there's some gelato. There we go. Okay, I might do some of the blue. Finger off. Art isn't all about fancy brushes. Fingers work just as well. Okay, might move on for now. Might come back and do some spraying. And there we go so far. It's still wet, so I might get some drippage to clean up. Okay. I know it's still wet, but I'm going to start anyway, just because, again, a bit long here. So I'm just going to go in with a white gel pen, start highlighting the things that I like. Actually, I might do some stenciling first. And the reason I'm picking these stencils is they're close. going with yellow. I just pick a colour that's going to stand out in that spot on the thing. And I'm just using my finger, some paint through a stencil. There we go. There we go. Might do some leaves over here. I feel like I want them in white though. Shouldn't do white. Should do pink. Let's do pink. Or red. Red or pink? Let's go with red. Where's my teal? And I might use a makeup sponge for this bit. This one. Bent. Really should take better care of my stencils, but that's just working for me. Pink. I like pink. How bright is the pink? Might go over here with orange, yellow, green, blue. No, I might do Viridian. Viridian would be nice. There's Viridian. Purple would also be nice. Actually, I might do use the rest of this teal as well. Go. What's more stenciling? Where's some of my other favourite stencils? Some red, because it's right next to me. you go. So we're just building up layers. It's all about the layers. There you go. Might choose some dots, throw some punch yellow over here. Maybe some down here. Sorry about that. My glass tape has obviously slipped a little. This one, and I think orange. Where is my orange? Nope. Where's orange? I don't know, but I have orange gelato here, so that'll work. There you go. There's purple gelato. Alright, I know it's looking a little messy, but that's okay. See if it's dry. It's almost dry. I'd probably do some more, but for the sake of time, we're going to move on to the outlining and doodling. So I'm just going to wet gel pen here, and first thing I like to do to get me started is I find that dotty washi tape we used, and I just start circling the dots. Quite like that look. Alright, there's this stencil over here. Alright. Some more of that dotty washi tape. Right, so that's the top of my pen. There's a stamp over here that I like. Make that stand out a little bit. more dots. Any questions, just ask. Another good place to get a hold of me is my Facebook page, which is Esmeralda Studios. I'm just going to turn the light on. I hope this isn't too much glare. I just need to see. Trying not to get glare on the page so you can still see. I'm just blocking out my light. Let me know if you can still see. Still wet. That's okay. She thinks, can you see? Awesome. That's great. Okay. You don't have to use cereal boxes. This is a Magnum box, which is the type of ice cream. Wow. That's a cereal box. That one is. And this one is a Crackers box. I'm just going to finish this one and then you get the idea about the outlining. And then I'll go on to some doodling. And yeah, otherwise we're going to be here for a while. It's great to just get this all started and then sit in front of the TV or watch a YouTube video while you just go around outlining without thinking about it. But you can go in and add things that aren't there, so I might move on to black pen. Let's dry. Good. I'm just using a gel pen. It wasn't working. Alright, and then you can add colour with paint, just a blob of paint or some gelato to come up with a different colour. Wow, that's a bit dark. I had purple on my finger, that'll be why. Where's my orange gone? Oh! There it is. Slid across the stencils. I can't use orange. Got that one there. Dark blue. Got that. Since I just poured out way too much. Another one. And one over here. And one up here. One there. One up here. Colors. You could go in with the circle technique I showed you guys last week. Do some of those on here. Do some scalloped edges like some of my recent posts. Lean into it. Quickly dry that. Do the gelato smear. I have them and they reacted with water, just wondering. I had purple gelato on my finger from doing these ones up here, and then I went in with the red gelato and tried to blend it, and I came out with brown. Red and purple make brown. So that's why I did that. Still not quite dry enough. Doesn't matter. Nope. But it's okay, I made it work. There we go. Bit of outlining. Okay, you don't have to use gel pens, you can use acrylic paint pens. Alright, okay. Draw some fake stitch marks. Do some outline some of the things in the background, pick out some stamps and things that you like. So stencils. Okay. And you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Put some, go with the black. Make sure you guys still there. Hi, Rosalbia, I can see it. All the details are lost in the Ustream video. Hard to see. I'll be posting pictures of my finished piece on my Facebook page, definitely. And the video will be up on YouTube later. I'm just going through and doing some doodling now, and I will give you a close-up in just a second. So hang on, turn off that light. Alright. So we're just going like that. We're just going around adding markings, doodles and stuff. Making everything. You can always go back and add more stenciling, going with more sprays, black and white pens, purple gel pens, different colored gel pens that I could go in and use if I wanted to. You don't have to do circles. I'm just feeling circles lately, since I did my mixed media circles video for you guys. See how just a little bit of white can really make something pop, and might go in and make this pop. And for that smoother, brighter stuff, I'm just going to grab my, I don't really color. My Polychromos pencils. You can use Prismacolors or any kind of wax pencils for this. I like the Polychromos, so that's why I use them. Just grab my pencil case. You also go with paint pens as well. Just go with glue, do what you like. Don't like it, that's fine, nobody has to see it. You just cut that bit off. Colours, okay, there we go. Alright, so might go with some yellow over here because it's looking very orange. Now they go on really nice and they're very creamy. And even the lighter colours go over some of the dark colored paint. Just blending. Alright, might go with purple. Go around and outline the edges, it's fun. With a dark one, usually the purple. Now you can cut these bits out and they're great as tabs in your journal. So that. Going with the yellow, sorry, the green, round it up over there, maybe put some warmth back in here. No, they're not watercolor pencils, they're wax pencils. By Crisp Colours, and these are the polychromos, so these are Faber-Castell's version, basically. See how you can really make things stand out, staying in the same colour family, just going over this and darkening it up a bit, and then I'll probably go back in with some of the white later. See if I can get the glare off there. See how this bit is darker than the bit around it? Just get these out of the way. Nice warm purple. Pink. Oh yeah. Pink. And yellow. I think green there. Now I'm not just sticking to the colour that's underneath, I'm adding more colours, and there's more green in this, but now there is. There we go. Now over here I might go green. See how it makes that stand out a little. I might go the pink over here. I'm just going really fast. This bit isn't really interesting. Pink coming in over the yellow and over the purple, making that stand out. Might come in with pink up here. There we go. I'll keep this on, but I need to make... Okay, that's fine. Pink. I hope you guys can see the depth it's adding. So I added the pink around this circle, blended into the purple background and the yellow. That's great. Might just get some more dark green here. Make that stand out a little. I'm not overthinking it, I'm making quick decisions, and I'm committing to them and throwing them on the paper. Pushing things back, bringing things out. quite like this over here. Darken up that edge. This over here, darken up that edge. It's an orange. So I will. Okay, I thought I heard you guys talking to me. I'm imagining things, it's fun. Okay, bring some yellow down in there. Some yellow back up in here. And then I want to change the colour a bit because there's a lot of yellow down here. Some pink. This is the first colour I grabbed. So you can have lines. That's over black. So yeah, I hope you guys are getting the idea. I go through and clean this up a bit. To the pink. Okay. There needs to be some orange in here. Alright, and then you just keep working from there. You can add more stamping, bring things out, push things back until you're happy, and you'll get something along these lines. Well, actually whatever you want to make, but this is what I've made. If I can get the glare to stop. Hang on. Let's see if I can get the glare better this way. Not much better, is it? Finished product will be posted. There you go. There we go. So yeah, I used no orange paint in this, but there is orange pencil around there. Really make that pop. That I've gone in with the colours up in here. And yeah, you just keep going and blending. You can either leave now, or I'm going to keep going so you guys can watch. But I figured some of you might need to go. So, show me some yellow. Now just to give you an idea what it looks like when it's done, I'm just going to redo some of this detail here. The white pen, make it pop. So yeah, there, black pen. Looking a bit bare over here. So yeah, I'm just going through and I'm bringing out something from the very first layer, the collage layer. It's a pattern from one of the scrapbook papers. I have some petals. Somebody's talking to me. Hi Rose, I can see you messaging me on Facebook, but I can't exactly look right now. But I can see you if you talk to me in the chat. Need to go. That's great, Mickey. I might call my dad for now and post some pictures later. So here's some close-ups. I can get it without too much glare. Oh, a little bit the wrong way. There you go. Alright, thanks guys for joining me. I post videos on YouTube after they're finished. I will be doing a tutorial next week. I will update you guys on the time. And all videos are on YouTube. If you want to contact me, please contact me with any big pictures or anything you've made. That'd be great. You can contact me on Esmeralda Studios on Facebook page, or in the comments on YouTube, or on the comments here. I will try to get back to you as quickly as possible. So yeah, you have a fantastic day.